everybody. Thank you for joining me today for my online yoga class. Today's class is going to be focusing on anxiety and stress reduction. I know it's a really hard time for everybody right now across the world, so I wanted something to help us all return to ourselves, return to our breath, do a little moving meditation, get our heart pumping, and then most importantly, relax in the end. So let's get started. Let's start today's class in a comfortable seated position on the floor, whatever that looks like for you. Just get comfortable on your mat and take a few deep breaths. And let's just see how we're feeling today. We'll try not to judge ourselves for what we're feeling and just observe, be an observer of our feelings. On our next inhale, we're going to lift our shoulders all the way up to the sky and exhale down. Inhale all the way up, reach those shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale down. Inhale to the sky. Exhale down. And let's inhale, right arm up. Exhale, reach towards the side and twist. Inhale back to center and exhale. Let's inhale the left arm up and exhale, twist to the side. Inhale up again. Exhale, release. Now let us go into a tabletop position, and we're going to do some cat-cows. Make sure your hands are over your shoulders and your knees aligned with your hips. And let's inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And do this a couple more times in your own breath. On your next inhale, let's lift the left arm to the sky and exhale, thread it through, thread the needle. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, the right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread it through. Feel that nice twist. Inhale, right arm back to the sky. And exhale to tabletop. Now let us put our toes on the mat Lift our knees and hold just for a second. And then push down to downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet or walk the dog. Wake up your hamstrings and just see how those hammies are feeling today. Mine are feeling pretty tight and my ankles are feeling a little poppy. And take a few deep inhales and exhales here. Engage your thighs and your quads. Push your heels towards the mat. Make sure your fingers are facing forward. And let us, on our next inhale, we're going to step or walk to the top of our mats. And exhale for forward fold. Inhale, up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Take a few deep breaths. Ground your feet into the earth. Make sure your core is engaged, your tailbone is tucked, your thighs are still engaged, and then let's bring our arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift, straighten your back and look forward. Exhale. Fold and then step your legs back. Inhale, tilt forward a little bit, and exhale for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. See how you're feeling. Pump out your legs if you wish. We're going to start the sequence by lifting our right leg up for three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. You can place your knee down on the mat. If you need a cushion or something for your knee, if it feels too hard on the floor, definitely get a cushion or a blanket. And let's feel this nice stretch. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, do a mini back bend. Inhale and then exhale, hands back down to the mat. And then we're going to inhale for a half split. Feel that hammy. And exhale back to low lunge. And then let's inhale, clasp our hands behind our back. And exhale, release. On your next exhale, hands back down on the mat. And then inhale, we're going to lift the left leg up and the right leg back to three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, pull the leg through to your chest and step it in between your hands. If you can't quite do that at this time, definitely feel free to get to this position any other way. And let's release the knee to the mat and feel this nice low lunge stretch. Inhale, arms to the sky, stretch. Exhale, mini back bend. for a half split on the left side. Take a few breaths here. If you're trying to get deeper, it's good to inhale to lengthen your spine and straighten your spine, and then exhale, curling over. And let's move back into our low lunge. Clasp our hands behind our back and release as much as we can. Next, exhale, plant your hands back down on the mat. Put some weight in it. Lift up your right leg, and then we're going to pull our left leg through, back to a three-legged dog. And then exhale for downward facing dog. Now we're going to go back to the right leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, we're going to pull the foot forward between the hands again, and this time we're going to go into a high lunge. Try to get your knee in line with your ankle if you can. Remember to engage your quads and your core. And let's exhale to warrior two. For this position, your back foot will be 90 degrees. Your arms are out to the side, looking over your front arm. And let's inhale, flip the right palm up, and bend to the side for reverse warrior. And then we're going to exhale to the other side for side angle pose, looking over the left hand. We're going to flow this just a couple times. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. One more time. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle pose. And then we're going to move back to warrior two. If you need to do some dynamic movement with your leg, give your leg a little break there. Definitely feel free to do so. And then we're going to twirl our hands back down to the mat to a low lunge, and then we are going to pull our right leg through to three-legged dog, and exhale, down dog. And now let's do the other side. I'm going to flip around so you can see it on this side as well. I'm not facing my back to you. All right, we're going to inhale, lift our left leg for three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it through, and move into high lunge. Again, try to make sure that your ankle and your knee are in line, and your hips are squared forward. And then we're going to exhale, warrior two on this side. And this time our hips are squared this way towards the side of your mat. The goal here is to try to get this leg at 90 degrees, but that's very difficult, so it's okay if you're here. And then we're going to flip our left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle, looking over the right hand. We'll flow this again. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. 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 And then we'll go back to warrior two. We can do some dynamic movements, a little bouncing on this side as well. And then we're going to inhale up to high lunge. And exhale, hands planted on the mat. Lifting your left foot, pulling it to the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's take a nice deep child's pose. I like to wiggle around a little bit in my child's pose. Feel the stretch in your hips. All right, and now we're going to start on the second part of our sequence. Whenever you're ready, we can go back to downward facing dog. And if you're not ready yet, definitely feel free to pause the video and take a little extra time in your child's pose. Definitely always listen to your body. Never push yourself too hard. I've done it before and it's never a good idea. All right, so we are going to go back into a downward facing dog. And we're going to lift our right leg up, three-legged dog. And exhale, pull it through between your palms. Inhale for high lunge. And here we are going to do a little flying today. We are going to inhale for airplane pose. You may feel a little wobbly. Just lifting your leg up and trying to go forward. Even if you're here, that's okay. So just listen to your body today, like I just said. And don't judge yourself for how it may look, because it's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. So we're gonna lift forward, lifting our left leg up, however high it goes. Airplane pose, and exhale, high lunge. And let's do that 3 times. Inhale, fly away, and exhale, high lunge. Inhale, flying. Exhale, grounding. Inhale, airplane. Exhale, high lunge. And then we can exhale, or I guess inhale, and then on our next exhale, plant your hands down and lift your right leg up to the sky again. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here before we do the other side. Maybe you want to go back to child's pose for a second there. Or maybe you're ready to move on. All right, let's meet back in downward facing dog. And then this time we're going to lift our left leg up, three-legged dog. And then exhale, pull it through in between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. And then let's fly. All right. After you take a deep exhale, inhale, come forward and lift the right leg up as much as you can. And exhale, softly plant the leg back down, raise the arms up. Inhale, airplane. Exhale, high lunge. Inhale, airplane. Exhale, high lunge. Do we want to do one more? Let's do it. Inhale, airplane, and exhale, high lunge. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale your hands back down to the mat. And inhale, your left leg up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths here. Again, if you want to go to child's pose, feel free to do so. You can go to child's pose at any time in the practice. It's always a good idea. If you're not already there, let's meet in downward facing dog. And then you can step, hop, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, arms to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. And then I thought we might do one more little balancing asana today. We're gonna just do some tree poses. So let's start balancing on our right leg. And you could bring the left leg to the calf or to the thigh, or if lotus is in your practice, then you can do a half lotus here. Just never put the leg on the knees. So hands to heart center, hands to the side, hands up. You can have your hands anywhere you're feeling today. Just don't forget to breathe and focus on your breath. If you're having trouble balancing, it's helpful to pick a spot forward and focusing on that one spot. Or if it's too easy to balance, I like to close my eyes. Like I'm trying to close my eyes right now, and I almost lose it. So that's a nice little challenge. And when you're ready, inhale your left knee as high as it can go to your chest, and exhale, plant it to the ground. Let's do the other side. Putting the right leg up wherever it goes today. Maybe we want to do a different arm position on this side, or maybe the same position. Take a moment to watch your breath slow down while your body focuses on balancing. I'll try to close my eyes again, see how long I can stand. Oh. And when you're ready, lift the right leg up to your chest, the knee to your chest as high as you can again, and exhale down. You may notice that one side has better balance than the other. That's totally normal. All right, let us cool down. We are going to move actually straight into a malasana squat. So have your legs out, maybe this kind of distance, maybe like your mat distance or hip distance, and then bend down as far as you can go. This pose is really uncomfortable for a lot of people. So we're just gonna stay here for a second. And again, your feet can be close together or a little wider. Just remember to elongate your spine. And we're going to put our feet together for butterfly pose or cobbler's pose. This is another one that may be uncomfortable. It's totally okay if you look like this. Just try to breathe through it if it is uncomfortable. And of course, if you're in pain, then do not push it further. And if it's in your practice, you can bend forward. Get a nice hip opener. And let's inhale up. And then let's stretch our hammies one more time. Putting our legs forward. And remember, having a straight spine is always better than curling over. So the goal isn't necessarily to bend down as far as possible, but to try to do it with a straight spine as much as possible. And I always like to massage my feet when I'm in this position. If you can reach your feet. You can also do this in cobbler's pose, which is always nice. Give yourself some self-love. Inhaling to lengthening our spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale, trying to fold forward. Alright, and let us lower down. Laying down on our mat now. And try to go slow, vertebrae by vertebra. And once you're down there, you can pull your knees to your chest and roll around. Give yourself a nice big hug. Thank yourself for doing your practice today. And let's stretch the left leg long. Keep the right knee into your chest and then pull the right knee to the left side and do a nice laying down twist or supine twist. Looking over the right shoulder. Inhale up and let's switch sides. Left knee to your chest and pull the left knee over. Looking over your left arm. And when you're ready, pull your knees back to your chest. And let's do a quick happy baby, grabbing the outsides of our feet. Maybe we want to do a little rolling around again, giving our back a nice massage. And then plant the feet down. And let's do a quick bridge pose. So let's engage our core, plant the feet strong, and lift up your glutes to the sky. And take a few deep breaths here. And exhale all the way down. Give yourself one last hug. And then release your arms wide, legs wide for Shavasana. And even if you don't have too long to lay here, make sure you lay here for a moment. Return to your breath. And let's just notice how we're feeling now after our practice. not judging for how we're feeling, just observing. Stay here for as long as you need. When you're ready, you can give yourself a nice morning stretch. But again, stay here as long as you can. When you're ready, move to the side. Inhale up. I hope you took a longer Shavasana than I did, but I just wanted to thank you for joining me today on my online yoga class. I will try to be posting more videos, and I really appreciate you practicing with me today. Namaste.